Hi friends, it's another chocolate covering video today. It was suggested to me to try the chocolate covered caramels, which I thought was a great idea. So I went to a couple of shops and I couldn't find any caramels anywhere. I've never made caramel before, so I didn't really want to make that level of commitment just yet. But I couldn't find any caramels at the two shops that I went to. But what I did find, these guys, Pascal eclairs. If you don't know what these are, they are like caramels with chocolate on the inside here. See, this is what they look like. So I thought, instead of just doing chocolate covered caramels, let's do chocolate covered caramel covered chocolate, because why not? So let's go and do it. Okay, I've got my chocolate melting over what do you call this thing? A jug of hot water, and I've got some chocolate over here chopped up ready for the tempering process. A couple of people mentioned on one of my previous videos that I should be wearing gloves. They seem to be a bit concerned about germs. So I have taken that into consideration. Some chocolate on that one. I have got gloves on now, but I just want to make it perfectly clear that I do not sell these things that I make. They're just for my family and friends. And I don't usually wear gloves when I'm cooking for my family and friends, but if it's making people uncomfortable, I'm going to go ahead and do that while I film. So the first thing to do is going to be to unwrap all of these eclairs, because they come individually wrapped. So this could be tedious, but let's see how we go. So this is what it looks like. It's like a chewy caramel with chocolate on the inside. What in the world? Weird little bonus bits. Okay, some of these are like really flat. That's kind of funny. All right, so those are all unwrapped now. There's 25 of them. This one got chopped in half, so I guess that these bits might be the other half of him, but whatever. So we'll just wait for the chocolate to finish melting and then we'll start tempering and get going. Okay, chocolate's good and melty. It's not all the way melted. There's still some solid bits in. We're going to try and mix them in a little bit. See if we can't get them all the way melted. I don't know how I'm going to go with tempering today, guys. We've had an absolute tragedy occur. Thermo spatula snapped clean in half. I don't even know how that happened, but it did. So that made me very sad. But we'll make do, and this chocolate already feels nice and cool. It's kind of harder to tell with the gloves on though, so I guess that's something to be said for not wearing gloves. It's easier to tell what the temperature of your chocolate is. And yeah, it's not quite as good of a sensory experience here when you wearing gloves, but that's okay. All right, I think we're good to go. So let's see. Okay, not bad. this here slightly. So that, yeah, that gives me a bit more room. Okay. So I'm not sure how well tempered this is with the loss of thermo spatula, but we'll see how we go. It's Wednesday again today, so trivia. I'll probably take some of these to trivia to share with friends, and the rest will probably feed to my husband. I feel like I'm getting better at this chocolate covering thing. It's yeah, it's weird. Like you would think that you need to have less chocolate on your fingers, but actually the more chocolate you have on your hands, the easier it is to get it covered. So bear that in mind if you're going to try this yourselves. I think I forgot to say that I have about 1.5 blocks of chocolate melted in this bowl, about 300 grams. And that will be more than enough to do this batch of eclairs. But I have found that it is better to have way more than you actually need, and then to just tip the extra out onto a sheet of baking paper, let that harden up and use it again next time, rather than use like about the amount you think you'll need and then it gets a bit harder when the chocolate gets lower in the bowl to get it covered. Plus, if you have more, it tends to maintain a bit of a better temperature as well for longer, whereas if you have less, like, it will be easy to temper, but then it tends to get hardened up pretty quick, whereas this will stay still sort of liquidy but still in temper for a bit longer, I think. Voila! So now I'm going to tip this out onto a piece of baking paper and clean up this mess I made over here, and we'll just let those sit and see how well they tempered. It's not as hot today as it has been the last few times I've made videos, so hopefully it won't be quite as hard to get this chocolate to set. Previously I've had to put it under the air conditioner or in the fridge to get it to set up, and I probably will still have to do that today, but it's not quite as hot as it has been. So we'll clean up the mess I've made, and I will be back when it is time to wrap these. And we're back with a fresh glove on. I put these in the fridge because I have things that need doing today, so I don't have all day to wait for them to get set up. But here's what we're looking like. Hang on. This light is atrocious. Focus. Okay. There we go. That's better. So I have only one glove on because this hand is going to be my packaging hand. So let me show you this cute little label I made up this week. It's okay to be indecisive with these chocolate covered, caramel covered chocolates. And on the back, ingredients, again, not selling these, not strictly necessary, but I think it's fun and it adds a little element of professionalness to it. Is professionalness a word? I don't know. Anyway, let's move on. So I'm going to put six eclairs in each of these bags. I'm going to leave this one out because I'm pretty sure this is the little midget one that half of it was missing. So I'm going to go ahead and use that as a taste tester. So let's go for 6 of these. Okay, and I'm going to do all of these bags, and then I'll take my gloves off to put the label. That's it. Look at that one, got a little extra chocolate on it, bonus. That one, last one. The reason I'm doing 6 is because on the packet of eclairs, it said that 1 serving is 4 pieces of eclairs. And I feel like once you add bonus chocolate over the top of it, then you probably might be slightly overdoing the sugar. So I'm going to call a serving size of these 3 pieces, and so each bag will have 2 servings in it. But you know, you can do what you want. Okay, I'm going to take this glove off now. This little friend can move to the side. So now I'm just going to fold this over, fold it over again, add the little label on, just like this, staple it here and here, and there you have it. And it's not very well packaged, but I'm not a professional chocolatier, so it doesn't really need to look super professional. Okay, there we go. Ta-da! Alright, you guys can move over now. We'll bring this friend back in, and we're going to cut him in half with the global knife. Wow, that was loud. Here's what it looks like on the inside. Chocolate, caramel, and then more chocolate. Looking fabulous. Let's eat it. It's chewy and chocolatey and caramelly, and that's kind of what we were hoping to achieve from this. One moment. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with how those turned out. I think it looks super cute in the little package. So if you're gonna make these yourself, I definitely think that you should go to the effort and make your own little labels and stuff as well. But this is one that you can't get at Hercules Candy, and you can't really get anywhere unless you make it yourself. So give it a go if you are feeling brave, and join me next time for chocolate covered potato chips. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.